Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another awesome episode of Fishing with Dave. In this video, I want to show you my freshwater tackle bag and all the stuff I have in this. Now this is a Calcutta bag. I bought this when I worked at West Marine down in Florida, and this is such a well-made bag. It's super sturdy, really great craftsmanship and material. I love this bag. But I have the pocket out here with a Flambeau Tough Tainer with the Z-Rust inserts. That's pretty much all the tackle boxes I use. It's got that one here. It's got a pocket on the side. Go through that in a minute. Another pocket over here. Go through that one after. Then another big pocket on the side here. And then the main compartment up top. Now each of the side pockets here has a little space for you to put like your pliers or forceps or stuff, okay? I usually have my pliers there, but they fell out because they're not very long needle nose and they don't stay in there very well. And my forceps keep falling out, so I just put them there for now. Let's start with this little accessory I have here. I bought this from Newington Gun Exchange. I saw it up on the counter. It's a neat little tool. It's got several different little things that could work with my fishing reels, especially on my bait casting reels. A little hook file here. It's got a screwdriver, a little pick, and all sorts of awesome stuff. And then it also has a little blade here that I use on occasion to cut braided line. This is a neat little tool that costs like 14 bucks or so. So I have that, and I keep that. I mainly use the sharpener on there for hooks. I keep that up here on the zipper. It's also a really nice zipper pull. On the outside here, I've got this one Flambeau Tough Tainer with Z-Rust inserts. And this one here, again, I use a labeler to label all of them. This one has jigs, spinners, and top water. If you open it, you got my jigs. I usually have more, like I went through so many this year. Like this one here lost the skirt. Jigs, got my spinner baits, and I got a buzz bait here also. And then I've got my poppers and stuff, and I lost one a few weeks ago. And those all go in there. And then I'll just stack this over here for now. On the side here, this is my little first aid pouch. I have liquid skin in case I get like a little cut or anything out in the water. I have this nice little Wild Hedgehog Tactical ouch pouch, which has all sorts of really cool first aid stuff. It comes in this really nice double Ziploc kind of waterproof pouch here. And it fits really well, so I take it with me when I go fishing. I also have in here, because I forgot to put them in the other pocket, I mix it up all the time, got a bunch of my floats, and I also have to get more of those, by the way, next season. Nail clippers for backup, surgical blade for another backup cutter, and then a Smith & Wesson multi-tool, because I'd rather lose this than my Leathermans. So this cost me $5 at a pawn shop. It's a nice little multi-tool, by the way. It's not bad. On the other side, this pocket here usually just holds, like, just got my tape measure. And then I also have just a little thing of sinkers here. Any other stuff I might just throw in there. Goes in there. On the back here, this pocket, this is all my soft plastics. And I'll go through all this stuff later, but I use a lot of Zoom and Venom is some of the stuff I use a lot of for soft plastics. Yum also I do okay with. But I keep a lot of just all different types of soft plastics that I use all the time. And then I also just throw in the back there a couple packs of snelled hooks. And the reason I put them here is because it keeps them flat and keeps the line from getting kinked or anything in there and bent. That can be a problem when you go to fish with it. I'll go through all the soft plastics in a different video. Now in here, I love this. It's so well organized. I have three, well this one's a Husky box. Then I have two Flambeau Tough Tainers. I actually bought them today because I needed more. Then I have two containers on the sides. On one side, I have my hooks. And this one here, I think this is a Husky. Yeah, this Husky case I picked up at Home Depot when they were all on sale. And this one has all my hooks and jig heads in it. So I use a lot of worm hooks. Like these are all 2.0 hooks. I bought a bunch of Bass Pro Shop. I got to get more 3.0s. I've got 3.0s, 2.0s, and I've got the drop shot hooks, Gamakatsu octopus hooks. Actually, no, those are the octopus hooks. Those are octopus hooks, and these are the drop shot ones. And some other, random tube heads and everything else goes in here. I really don't go insane with hooks. I usually just have 10 different types of hooks or so with me and jig heads, and that's all that I really need. So I usually buy, 3/8 ounce or a little lighter, and if I need to go heavier than that, I just Texas rig it and go to this box. This one here is pretty heavy. This one has all my sinkers and swivels. little closer here for this one. In this box, I have all like my little cylinder, like these are what I think these are 3/8 or 1/2 ounce drop shot sinkers, little cylinder sinkers. And I have my bullet weight. So drop them. Luckily, it's not an actual bullet. Little screw-in bullet weights here. Got other like just brass for Carolina rigging and stuff. Bunch of P-line barrel swivels and snap swivels. There's just a bunch of water gremlin split shot, egg sinkers, and dipsy sinkers and everything in here. There's a whole different variety of sinkers and split shot. I'll pick up this bullet sinker. That's all in that little box. Let's get down to the bigger stuff here. This case, I have all my panfish and trout stuff in. I still got to go through this a little better. But I've got my got like my MEPs, my Castmasters. I got a little popper out, and I should put that in the top water box. You know, a bunch of Phoebes. I got to get more stuff in here, a bit different variety. I went through so much shit this year at trout, especially on the river. I lost like 3 MEPs. I also have a couple. I have a Rapala in there too that works pretty good. Okay, then we'll go to the next box. This one here is all my crankbaits. And I don't use a lot of different crankbaits. Usually the same stuff works. And if none of these work, then I just go to soft plastics. Usually, my favorite ones to use, and that I get that work so well, that work all the time. I go through like 4 of these a year because they just get banged up like crazy. These Bomber Model A's. And I just bought to try out next season some Live Target bluegills. Little nice ones that should work pretty good. They have great reviews. Crankbait-wise, I use a lot of Rapalas, Bomber, and then, you know, if I go to Walmart and they get the Cotton Cordell ones for like $1, I just buy these lipless crankbaits because they're usually like $1 at Walmart. Then I have some random stuff, like, I don't call it a crankbait, but I put it in there anyway. It's a little blade bait I bought at Bass Pro Shop. And that's all those. And then here is all my jerk baits and other stuff. And I have, this is pretty much like, I think 99% Rapala, and then one like, I think it's a freaking, what you call it, one of the Japanese lures, I can't remember. But this thing, I don't remember who makes it. And then Rapala, all Rapalas. Fire Tiger, I have so much luck with Fire Tiger, so I have a small Rapala floating, and then a larger floating. This one here is the new one that came out, a little low. It's the Shadow Rap Shad Deep, slow rising. I tried it out once, and it works really good. And I've got a little Husky Jerk. And then some floating ones. This one here is also a Husky Jerk, I believe. And then these jointed ones here. This one works wonders on really aggressive rainbow trout. Then I got a big one here just in case they're going for really awesome stuff. But I'm going to probably switch some of these out with some different newer Rapalas, because some of these I've had for years. And I just keep replacing the hooks on them and then polishing them up if I have to. And other than that, that's what I use at Freshwater. I have a whole other box for saltwater, then a whole other setup for fly fishing. In total, I have 4 different tackle boxes set up to go. And one of them is just mainly for live bait and using stuff like that. But I've incorporated some of that stuff into this box. I just have to get those bags. I have all those rigs I put together in bags, and I'll probably throw them in this pocket. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or recommend any lures or any gear I should have, put it in the comment section below, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, and also hit up our eBay store. The links are in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and tight lines.